Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out at counter two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5. Here's Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Snap comes at 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers 7, Rams 0. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
1st down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he's got it. Touchdown. Zach Davidson from 6 yards away. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinkman set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rodgers. Thomas brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what some defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie,
that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Rams. Zach Davidson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Jones will come now in motion right. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rodgers again now. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right, 22.
Now Stafford.
That's to the tight end, Davidson.
Bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford to the right side and complete to Atwell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Throw left side complete. That's Steele. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Wow. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bobby Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the delay, Jones. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 9.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rodgers now to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
Second down at 7. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davidson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Dillon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go! 10 seconds. Black one.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Rams 21. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp.
And that's how they wanted to start the drive, all the way out near the 40.
Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
What a performance. All those points put on the board.